Hey, what is up guys? Alright, massive news, big news for C server finally. Oh my god, there's so much things going on this week. Alright, episode 8, we have Awaken Jake, we have new costumes, we have so much good things, new event that you can farm. Alright, let's talk about it in this video. Alright, so if you guys haven't kept up, alright, let's have a look. What do we have all together brought to you by Zilong Games, right? So we're gonna have maintenance as usual, 300 quartz, 1k Ethereum. Alright, so new content, mainstream episode 8 unlock. So it's time to challenge the Holo Gods Kami Mael. Alright, so new episode 8, new episode, very hype. End of Maze is back. So I'm not sure about this, it says side story. So I think this is just a side story that you can farm hard mode to get Tarask and S-Stacks unit data. Now this is cool. So S-Stack is not something that you need to pull. You can farm S-Stack every single day in the side story. I thought this was a pretty interesting one, but Zilong Games, where's our Eugene? Still waiting for that. Global already has that, so we don't have that yet. So new challenge, old administration training method unlock. So I think this is the challenge for you to farm exclusive gears for the administration gang, like Alex, Ludmilla, etc. So new counter pass, mission and reward. Carlota? Carlota? Her name is Charlotte in KR. Why did they change it to Carlota? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's Charlotte. Okay, I knew she was coming. I knew she's the next one. Okay, we need to talk about her. But why do they rename her name to Carlota? Okay, that's so weird. A new classified recruitment, Colonel Jake Walker, probability up. Okay, so Awaken Jake, finally, man. Finally, the husbando that everybody has been looking for. Pretty cool. New normal recruitment, Jaina Kropel. Alright, this is going to be really interesting. We have Awaken Lee Suyeon, Awaken Seoyun. Oh my god. Now, if you guys are playing in global, you want to try out C, try your luck a little bit. There's Awaken Seoyun and Awaken Lee Suyeon right here. Probability up. This is going to be pretty hype. Sigma, Maria, Carl Wong, Dominic King, all of them will have their own banner. Operator Sigma and Monica is up as well. And Hayami Kanade is added to recruit. New recital skins for sale that will include Awaken Seoyun, Awaken Lee Suyeon, Eugene, and Sigma. Alright, so music recital interior set, okay, so for dormitory, and a bunch of packages. Maze gear, they are going to add more maze gear to Gauntlet and Danger Close seasonal shop. That's interesting. New season starts and a bunch of buffs. Okay, so plenty of interesting things. Alright, costumes aside, we're going to have like 4 main new costumes. But today's focus is going to be on the 3 characters. Carlota, alright, Awaken Jake, and Jaina. Alright, if you guys haven't checked out my video yesterday, Jaina did get buff in KR. So I'm not sure if C version will get the old, or will we get straight up the reworked version. Maybe we'll straight up get the reworked version. It doesn't make sense for us to get the old Jaina, but we'll see. Alright, we'll see based on tomorrow's skill description. But let's talk about Charlotte overall. Now, let's talk about Carlota, whether or not she's worth it to buy from the counter pass. In my opinion, she is worth it. Why? She's a 3-cost defender, alright? So she's not really competing with Liumi because she's much more of a supporter defender, but then again, she provides so much. Now, let's jump straight into the passive skill to tell you guys, to give you guys an idea what she can do. This is going to be insane. Alright, look at this. When deployed, she plants a banner, which is the flag, on her house to inflict damage on enemies. The banner doesn't disappear, it cannot be destroyed, you cannot do anything against it. When you deploy her, she will have this banner. And what this does is it increases damage resistance of everyone within the range by 10%, but level 5 will increase this to 20%. So damage resistance is something that's insane, incredible. So the ability to increase this, and also, when she is hit 20 times, she will summon the banner again. So notice, in Gauntlet, in PvP specifically, special skill damage reduction by 20%, and if you level this skill up to level 5, ultimate skill damage reduction by 20%. This is already mind-blowing and insane. Just on the passive skill alone, she has the ability not only to give everyone surrounding her 20% damage resistance, but she also reduces special skill and ultimate skill in PvP by 20%. That's a lot. There's a lot of reduction. So she can be pretty tanky, she can survive pretty well on her own, like without much healer's help. So this is going to be something that's really significant, especially if you play PvP a lot. Charlotte is something that you want to pull for. Now in PvE, is this going to be good? Depends. I still think this is usable for sure. Alright, you won't get the 20% decrease of special and ultimate, whatever, but you still get the 20% damage resistance surrounding your allies. So if you're rushing, for certain cases in like Shadow Hall, Shadow Palace on danger close, she can be used there for sure. Gonna try her out with some strats once I have her. But special skill, she charges towards the enemies with her soldiers, increasing speed of nearby allies by 50% for 5 seconds, pushing enemies backwards. Now this is already an insane skill to rush. Alright, if you are a new Detroit abuser, you gotta have her. Alright, she's very useful to push forward with alongside with everyone else, right? Additional damage resistance increased by 25% for 5 seconds at level 5. Now the ultimate skill, she restores HP of nearby allies including herself by 15%, alright, 15% healing. Then she thrusts the sword into the ground, inflict AoE damage on enemies in front and levitating them. So this is going to be quite useful as well. Carlotta is something that I think is very good for rush comms. If you're trying to go, I think she's better than Nayobin. Talking about the SSR Nayobin, not the Awakened one. Damage resistance is going to be something that's much more useful in the long run, and I'm happy that she's finally here in C server, so definitely extremely hype. Now let's talk about Awakened Jig.
군인이란 게 언제 죽을지 모르는 직업이긴 하지. 하지만 걱정 마. 적어도 오늘은 아무도 안 죽는 날이니까. 왜냐하면 내가 그렇게 결정했거든. 우리 차례다, 스톰브링거.
Now when it comes to Jig, we all know he's another 6-cost defender. So is he competing with Awakened Nayobin? Is he competing with Awakened Hilde? Is he competing with Awakened Evolve 1? Not really. Is he competing with Replacer King? Not really. He's going to be similar to Replacer King in terms of utility. You don't really use him to tank, as in like sole main tank, unless you're fighting mech teams. But he shines when fighting mech teams. A lot of you guys know, in C server right now, the meta is surrounding either Awakened Horizon or Evolve 1. Like everyone in the top rank, they are abusing those characters if they are not banned. So Evolve 1 is like ban 2 this week, Awakened Horizon like ban 1. So mech team is just insane. They are shining for the past couple of weeks. Awakened Jig is here to shut down that. Gonna destroy any mech abusers. Alright, so let's have a look what this guy has. So passive skill is what makes him really strong. This guy got buffed twice in KR if I'm not mistaken, which is insane, mind-blowing. When he was first released, he sucks balls. Now he's insane. So he creates status field for 6 seconds. This decreased mech units attack by 30%. That's a lot. 30% attack reduction. And their HP drained by 3% per second. So that means they will have their HP drained every, it's like DOT, right? And this is non-cancelable, although it doesn't include bosses, which is whatever. But after every third basic attack, he inflicts AoE damage on mech, stuns them for 2 seconds, which is a lot. Every 3 basic attack, he can stun a mech for 2 seconds. Insane. And he will create 1 more stasis field, which will constantly reduce enemy max HP by 3% per second. So this is like something that's insane. Alright, moving forward. And stasis field grants him 15% of barrier, alright, applies half the effect to units other than mechs. So it still burns other characters, counter soldiers, but not as effective. And also, be careful with this barrier when you're fighting Awakened Nayobin. You shouldn't use him to fight Awakened Nayobin, right? So this week we have Awakened Nayobin meta going on, but against mech teams, boom, Awakened Jig is going to be one of the best characters to counter them. So he's going to be really good in the dive 48, 49, 50. So if you guys are struggling, that's going to be a stage that he shines a lot because he has the ability to tank right there, right? I think you can combo it with Charlotte even. I want to try a new strat for dive 48, 49, 50 with Jake included. Alright, let's see. So special skill, inflict AoE damage, alright. So when the skill is used, the caster becomes immune to hit stun from special or lower skills and increase his attack speed. Additional AoE attack on the furthest target. Mech is stunned for 5 seconds, oh my god. The mechs are getting destroyed by this guy. Alright, last one is ultimate skill. You can see, gathers enemies, creates a traveling explosion along the ground, inflict AoE damage. So this skill creates status field, prevents enemies from using skills or receiving buffs for 8 seconds. Alright, so he has like a buff stopper, buff blocker, whatever you call that. And also, attack speed minus 25% to the debuff. Very good. Very good. Awakened Jake is something that personally I would pull for sure. I think he shines a lot in a lot of niche PvE stage like Relic Dungeons if you're struggling. Like the ones that are hard, that a lot of players can't do yet. Relic Dungeons, dive 48, 49, 50. If you're struggling in these 2 areas, you don't know how to use the rearm Estarossa or Veronica strat, you gotta pull for him. If you're lazy, you're looking for an auto strat in those stages, he is going to be quite strong in those areas. Now PvP, of course he shines, like I mentioned. If there's mechs, he's gonna destroy them, but it's a gamble, right? You don't know who you're fighting against. You can either fight soldiers or counters, etc. Alright, so last but not least, let's talk about Jaina Kropel. Now Jaina is a 4-cost sniper, if you guys are not aware. Should you pull for her? She did get buffed recently. She also applies Fury. Alright, if you guys haven't seen my video yesterday, it's similar to Rearm Eugene basically. If you guys look at the video yesterday, basically I explained what Fury mechanic is for Rearm Eugene. Instead of having like a skill haste, they rely on attack speed to regenerate faster cooldown on their special skill or ultimate skill. That's how she works. So you can see she used a compound crossbow to deal damage. Unstable regenerator. Alright, when her HP drops to 40% or lower, so now she will restore 6% of HP, right, for 5 seconds. While healing, she immunes to damage. So this is pretty cool. Passive effect is activated at 60% and 30% of HP triggers twice in total. So she has the ability to be immune to damage twice. Not bad. Alright, shoots an arrow equipped with high explosive grenade made by Delta 7. Alright, so special skill always crits. So maybe if you want to, you can put crit damage on her. But I do think the attack speed is still going to be better because she's a Fury based employee where every 11 basic attacks, she will basically be able to cast this spell. So SC gears are going to be quite prominent on her as well. And 23 basic attacks on her ultimate skill. Now, she changed the weapon to a bow, shoots damage. Alright. So increase the ultimate skill damage based on the reduced HP, alright, up to 50%, and restores HP for herself. Now, I'm not sure about the restoring HP part. This doesn't seem to be that good in PvP because she's still a sniper and she doesn't have that much of a utility going into her. There's no stun, there's no hit stun, it's just she relies on Fury generally, right? And you can use Kang to kill her easily as well. That's the thing. Kestrel Xiaolin is available to everyone. I don't think she's going to be able to replace Kestrel Xiaolin and Lyudmila, and we have like lots of good sniper and she's a 4-cost sniper. So she's competing with a lot of other snipers as well, including Lucid herself, which is now 4-cost. Yeah, if you guys can only pick one, do you pull for Jaina? If you want waifu, for sure Jaina. I mean, I could argue that Lucid is a good waifu as well, but it really depends. But I have a feeling Lucid is going to be better overall. Stay tuned for the next video because I'm going to post how strong Lucid is, basically based on the calculation that I've done. So yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow's patch. We're going to do a bunch of pulls. I might do a couple of pulls into Awakened Jake. If I get him, cool, sure. If I don't, it's fine. I don't think I have enough to PT for Awakened Jake. So I do not have enough for PT. I only got enough for about 11 pulls. I'll just go in, stack the PT. If I get him, cool. If I don't, it's whatever, right? We'll see how it is. Alright, so if you haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.